Okay, welcome everyone. My name is Chief Dave Harkins, Gloucester Township Police Chief, and we're very overjoyed for these officers retiring today. I'm also pleased to introduce our mayor here at Gloucester Township, Mayor David Mayer, who's joining me. And we are, this is a first for us, so we're moving along with 3 officers that are retiring, and it's a great turnout. It's great to see all the officers here, their families, and I know that there's been a lot of thought trying to put into this, and we wanted to make sure that we honor these officers after their long and exceptional careers. So even though it may take some time, it's important because these officers put it all together here for us for long and honorable and successful careers. So we want to make sure that we honor them in the proper way. So without further ado, I'd like to start off with a prayer, and I'd ask our chaplain, Monsignor Mike Mannion, to please come forward to lead us in a prayer to start things off. Monsignor Mike?
Well, there's no collection, so you're okay. I was thinking of a common theme for Melissa, Detective Obermeier, Detective Middleton, and I thought of servant leader. The leader is someone who can get the job done, but he might beat you up doing it. The servant is someone who does it in a way that recognizes your goodness, your humanity, your spirituality, your wholeness, and they do it out of a passion in the heart, not for a paycheck in the wallet. And that makes all the difference. Let us pray. Lord, we give you thanks for these servant leaders who put so many years in their vocation, not just a job. A servant leads by serving others. They place the needs and interests of their followers and organizers over their own self-interest. Lord, we thank you that these servant leaders have focused on the development of those that they've led and served, helping to build this community stronger each year. Acting authentically, going the extra mile, again, not just for a paycheck, but knowing that it makes a difference in the lives of others. We give you thanks, Lord, because that leadership involves listening, empathy, healing, awareness of another's feelings, foresight, stewardship, taking care of the person as if they were your own. So sometimes, Lord, what people need most is not just a smart mind, but an open heart that listens. So bless these 3 special people today, Lord, because they leave something behind that's very special. A legacy of care and compassion, and a way to follow for those that will take their places. We are grateful that they have touched the history of our lives in a significant way, and may they always act justly, love tenderly, walk humbly with you, their God. God bless. Thank you.
Thank you, Monsignor. Thank you. Thank you, Monsignor. A couple people I just want to acknowledge that helped make this possible here today. Normally it's Lieutenant Capana that is making sure these things are all done right, so if it doesn't go right, we're going to blame Lieutenant Don Gansky, who is trying to step up, but he's been great so far. He's taking over Lieutenant Capana's position as Community Relations Bureau Commander. Also, Deputy Chief Anthony Minazzi here to my left. I also want to acknowledge my command staff, who is very integral in getting things done. Captain Brendan Barton back here, Captain Jason Giddens, and Captain John Stolzheimer is part of the command staff here to make sure everything is run smooth day in and day out. And it's kind of a sad day for us because as we are the old goats left here in the police department, everybody that we've come up with and have been working with and worked side by side with are retiring, and so it kind of leaves us out on the own. But we're very happy because we know that they have done so well throughout their careers here. And so just a little rundown on, since this is a unique experience today for us having 3, so we're going to go officer by officer. have some comments. The officers will, if they want to make some comments. And then we're going to have our plaque presentation along with comments from the mayor at the end. And then Detective Obermeier is going to have his walkout. So bear with me as we go through these extraordinary careers here of the Gloucester Township Police Department. This time I'd ask Detective Scott Obermeier, badge number 144, to come forward. If this sounds repetitive, it is because it's important, and every one of these officers deserves our time and to be acknowledged. And then again, I want to welcome first Scott's wife, Natalie, his children, Alexa, Tyler, and Alyssa. I also want to acknowledge his mom, Barbara, and his dad, retired Gloucester Township Police Lieutenant Carl Obermeier. Welcome, LT. Again, and all the Obermeier family that's here, extended family, welcome, and thank you for being with us today. Again, talking with Scott, again, he's one of the ones that I've worked so many years with. Again, sad to see, because you get comfortable, knowing how these officers operate, what type of personalities they are, and that the character, the high level of character that all three of them had. And so when we're talking with Scott, I was talking with Scott the other day, we spoke about all that he's achieved and all that he set out to do in his police career. He's achieved all of those goals. And he was very sincere about telling me how it is now time to dedicate his energy where he loves it the most, and that is his family. He spoke a lot about you, Natalie, and how you have taken care of this family while he's worked many long hours, been on stakeouts, all types of operations, getting called out, answering the phone, not being able to get home till late, past the shift, as it often happens, and how much you have held the glue together of your family. So he also told me how much he's looking forward to giving you, Natalie, and the kids that well-deserved time that you deserve. Spending time down the shore, going to the beach, going to the boat, going out fishing. And another aspect that he spoke about how proud he is of his children. Of Alexa for being such a great student and for being such a caring young lady. Tyler, who is so well respected, is a good athlete, and is also a very good student. And he's very proud of you for that. And Alyssa, the baby, that's what he says, baby who looks up to her big brother and sister. And Scott told me, and I can relate to this as a father, he's planning on plenty of cuddle time with you on the couch without having to worry about answering the phone, checking an email, or having to cut out to go to work. So again, the difficulties of police work to the family can never be understated. I can't say it enough. Someone like Scott, who takes the job very seriously, would bring things home, I'm sure, would not stop thinking about open cases, about some of the crime victims that they have seen as detectives, and keeping track of that, trying to take down someone who is living a life of repute and being determined to stop violence by doing investigative work. And that all takes its toll. The holidays missed, the time missed, and so I want to thank you, Natalie, especially, Alexa, Tyler, and Alyssa, for being, again, understanding and supporting Scott through his career. Again, you were a major factor and a major drive into what made him to have a successful career here at the Gloucester Township Police Department, and again, why we all these police officers, think of him as a good cop. And those cops know what I mean by that. All three of these officers know what that means. And we're very thankful for you allowing us to have his time and talents spent here to keep this community safe. It's a little bit about Scott. Detective Obermeier was hired by the Gloucester Township Police Department on January 26, 1998. He's also a graduate of Class 28 of the Camden County Police Academy. He has served as a patrol officer, a field training officer, and a patrol shift investigator. And Scott, too, was one of our most experienced criminal investigators. Scott got a unique opportunity in February of 2001. He was assigned to the Investigations Bureau to work a large-scale fraud and narcotics ring, along with the New Jersey Division of Criminal Justice. I can tell you it's not normal, it's not very unusual for an officer who has just 3 years of service to get assigned to that type of thing, but it was an assignment that he got put on because of his tenacity and his skills as a patrol officer, which led to these investigative leads that got him assigned to this large-scale operation. On April 23, 2004 through June 7, 2005, Detective Obermeier was temporarily assigned as an investigator with the Special Investigation Unit conducting narcotics investigations. On January 1st, 2008, he was appointed as a detective and was assigned to the Special Investigations Unit of our Investigations Bureau. During this assignment, Detective Obermeier was involved in many multi-state and international narcotics trafficking investigations. He represented the Gloucester Township Police Department on many federal, state, and county task forces. He was well respected and was considered an expert in narcotics investigations. One of his most significant investigations involved the takedown of a multi-state home invasion ring. This investigation led to the arrest and prosecution of several significant and dangerous criminals that were terrorizing the region, selling illegal weapons, conducting home invasions, and even committing murders. Detective Obermeier brought his investigative expertise to the Criminal Investigations Unit when he was assigned there on January 16, 2012. Detective Obermeier became known to us as an expert in conducting interviews, and he handled many high-profile cases, including the helping of solving many homicide investigations. Detective Obermeier was the treasurer of the Gloucester Township Fraternal Order of Police Lodge 206 when it was chartered in 2008. In 2015, he was elected as the vice president of the lodge. He became president of the FOP Lodge 206 in 2019, and that is the same year that I became chief of police. I'm proud to say that in this capacity, excuse me, as the president of the lodge, I always considered Scott as a partner. It's a unique relationship that a police chief has with the president of the labor union. This partnership was kicked into high gear when I called Scott to attend an emergency staff meeting on Friday, March 13, 2020, to discuss what I had just got briefed on as a national health emergency that would become known as the COVID-19 pandemic. And those were some scary times as he and I ran through unheard of and unthought of procedures that we had to implement for the safety of our officers. And it involved the whole command staff, but it also involved our union leaders to make sure that they knew where we were coming from and share with them the information that was being provided in those early days. And whenever one of our officers became sick, Scott was one of the mandatory calls that I made to ensure that the lodge was there to help support our members, and they did so well. Some officers had food supplied to them, cleaning supplies, whatever it was, they were there to support that. The lodge opened. We didn't have anywhere really to go to eat even, so the lodge building became one of that, and Scott made sure that that was always stocked up for our officers to get some respite, some rest, and make sure that it was clean and sanitized regularly. And through his leadership, the entire FOP did a great job in that partnership. And I truly appreciated Scott's support and input as it pulled us together through those tough days. I can't really even put words to it because all the rules were thrown out the window, kind of. We had to make it up as we go. And without his constant phone calls and talking to him as one of my confidants about what we should do next, I appreciate that. And this partnership with Scott and the FOP continues as it does to this very day. I said it with Ron, and I'll say it again, and I've often said that the Gloucester Township Police Department has the very best detectives in the business. I publicly told that, as you've heard me say, and I also mean this sincerely, that if my family was a victim of a crime, that I would want our Gloucester Township Police detectives to handle and investigate that crime. And Scott, too, is one of those detectives that comes to mind. I have worked with him on many crimes, many incidents, and I knew that Scott would work on it tirelessly to get the job done. He was a true believer in that first 48 mentality on a major incident, that you had to keep working it to get it solved. Detective Obermeier has been awarded 15 Distinguished Unit citations, 9 Merit Awards, 9 Police Service citations, a Life-Saving Award, which I think is his most cherished one, which resulted in the saving of the life of his dad, Lieutenant Carl Cope Obermeier, who is here. He's also received 10 Outstanding Police Work Letters and a Camden County Detective Association Award in 2020. Detective Obermeier was nominated for Police Officer of the Year in 2013, 2014, and 2022. Again, I want to thank Scott, fraternally as a fellow FOP member. I appreciate your leadership. I want to thank you as the Chief of Police, but I also want to thank you as a cop who's worked together with me throughout the years. I trusted you, I knew you did your intentions, and I knew your tenacity on doing the job. And I want to thank you and congratulate you on an outstanding career. And please know that your expertise, your experience, and your leadership as an FOP leader and just as an informal leader here at the Gloucester Township Police Department will be missed. And I will miss our having you there. I'm still going to call you when I need to call you. I'm glad you're staying on in your role as president of the FOP. But I want to congratulate you on an outstanding, exemplary career as a police detective here at the Gloucester Township Police Department. Detective Obermeier.
All right, so we saved the best for last, right? I'm going to keep it really short here. Some tough speeches to follow. But good afternoon, and thank everybody for coming out here today to celebrate Lieutenant Campana, Detective Middleton, and my retirement. I certainly appreciate everybody being here with us today. Thank you, Chief Harkins, for the kind words, for your leadership, and Mayor for your leadership and support. I truly appreciate it throughout the years. I want to acknowledge and thank my mother and father, who I'm so grateful could be here with me today and celebrate this special occasion. Dad, I didn't think it'd be like this, but tough, but I'm so glad that you're here with me. You've always been my biggest hero, someone I looked up to. Mom, thank you. Your support and believing in me, I appreciate. Mom, you helped save Dad's life too. And 2014 was tough for us, but we're here today, we made it through. And that is one of the best things. So thank you. Mom, you've always been my biggest supporter and encouraged me to always do my best. And I appreciate that. To my wife, Natalie, we've been together since 8th grade. Melissa remembers we went to school together. And we've been married for 23 years. We've had our ups and downs, but we managed to weather the storm together despite all of my shenanigans, especially during the times of working special investigations with Detectives Stracolini and Shubershesky. I know it was not easy to be the spouse of a police officer, but thank God you and I, we made it together. We weathered the storm. I thank you for sticking with me and giving me my beautiful family that I have today. I absolutely love being a dad to such great kids. Alexa, Tyler, and Alyssa. You guys make me smile each and every day. I love you all so much, and I enjoy every moment that we spend together at home, down the shore, and at all of your sporting events. I'm proud of you. I continue to look forward to attending all of your events and being a part of your academic achievements without being rushed home from work. I'd also be remiss not to acknowledge my mother-in-law and father-in-law, Butch and Marie. Thank you guys so much for your support and love for all these years. A special thank you to Chief Ed Smith. Chief Smith believed in me early on in my career and allowed me opportunities, as Chief Harkenhead says, as a young patrolman to get assigned to the Attorney General's office for 9 months on a major organized crime and racketeering investigation. It was one of the highlights of my career. It was one of the most greatest experiences I have ever had, and I appreciate being able to have that time to do that. Chief Smith, you also promoted me to the Special Investigations Unit and assigned me as a detective. And I appreciate everything that you've done for me for that. You helped me achieve all the goals of my life. And last, a huge thank you to all my friends and coworkers. I had such a great career. I loved my career, and all the great accomplishments that I have achieved and have been recognized for, you have all been a part of that and contributed to those accolades and achievements. So I thank you all for being a part and sharing your information with me so that we could work together and come to a successful conclusion and arrest and prosecution of some of the worst people in society. So thank all my colleagues. We couldn't have done it without you. There are way too many friends and coworkers to name individually. You know who you are. I appreciate you more than anything. You have influenced me throughout my career, and you made my career absolutely awesome. We laughed every day. We were totally rude to each other, and we laughed. And I had a great time with it. I appreciate you all. Unfortunately, the risk and dangers to law enforcement today is not worth the stay when you have the 25 years in. I've accomplished everything I possibly can accomplish during the time that I've had, and it's so bittersweet that I have to call it an end. I have to retire, and I thank you all for being a part of my career. Thank you all. Stay safe and stay healthy.
And I know that Scott has this lapel pin, but we ask you to wear that proudly as a retired officer. Know that you're always part of the Gloucester Township Police family. Present you your retired detective's ID card officially and your ceremonial card, as well as a retired detective badge. And also want to present And also I want to present you with one of our very first 100-year challenge coins in commemoration for being part of it.
Well, thank you, Chief. Good afternoon. I know this is a very special day for the Gloucester Township Police Department's family. I know it is a very special day for Melissa, Ron, and Scott. And I want to offer my congratulations to all three of you on a very distinguished career. We heard a lot from Chief Harkins today about each one of you. And you should be very, very proud as you look back upon your career in law enforcement. I also want to say thank you. Thank you for choosing a career in law enforcement. Thank you for putting on the uniform of a Gloucester Township police officer every day. Thank you for being on call all the time. To Ron and Scott, thank you for bringing justice to people who perhaps were robbed of justice, making a difference in their lives. That a lot of people can't say that. So thank you for that. And Melissa, thank you for making history here in our department, and thank you for rising to lieutenant and commanding our Community Relations Bureau, because that bureau is so very, very important. It is so important that our police department is part of the fabric of our Gloucester Township community. It's important that our residents know our police department, and they do. And that's in large part because of your leadership and your command, so thank you for that. Ladies and gentlemen, we're very fortunate here in Gloucester Township to have one of the best, if not the best, police department in the nation. And I am just so proud to work alongside of all of the men and women of this department, to work alongside of Chief Harkins and his command staff. You know, I'm proud every day to be mayor of this community. And I have to tell you, I sleep well at night because I know that the men and women of this department is on duty. They are on duty protecting our residents. And so on behalf of Councilwoman Albright and our council and the residents of Gloucester Township, congratulations and thanks for what you do and have done. And Scott, not only for your work as a police officer, but as your role in the FOP. You know, over the years we've had many meetings and I have to thank you for your professionalism, for your candor, for your honesty. You know, we may disagree at times, although I think we agree more than we disagree. But if we did disagree, you always were very respectful, and I respect you for that. So thank you for that. So Chief Harkins, thanks for your leadership as well. I want to thank your families. Thank you for letting your family member be a part of our family here. There were times I know that they were taking from you to help other families in our community. So thank you for sharing them with us. So congratulations to all of you. Best wishes in the future. And I'm sure you will find a lot of good things to do. So congratulations.
My final words, again, I want to congratulate Melissa, Ron, and Scott for outstanding careers. We're proud to have you as part of our Gloucester Township Police family. Know that you and your families extended are always part of this Gloucester Township Police families. And again, all of us congratulate you on such a great career. At this time, I would like to ask Deputy Chief Manassi, Lieutenant Gansey to join me for your plaque unveiling here. So. As you can see, we have a tradition of officers getting their badges, getting their ranks, and getting anything important. In many cases, their trading cards, their IDs, and whatnot. And it's on behalf of myself, the Gloucester Township Police Department, Mayor, and Council. We want to present these plaques, these well-deserved plaques, in honor of your service here at the Gloucester Township Police Department. Congratulations to all three of you. Let's grab it.
Switch to 2. 922, I'll be out with a DMV on Little Gloucester and Coles Road.
Detail, great press.
All personnel stand by for a special announcement. Effective today, March 30th, 2023, Detective Obermeier will retire from the Gloucester Township Police Department. Detective Obermeier started his career in law enforcement as a special officer Class 2 with the Gloucester Police Department in 1997 and was hired as a full-time officer in Gloucester Township January 26, 1998. During his career, Detective Obermeier was assigned to the Patrol Division, served as a patrol officer, field training officer, and Shift Investigator. In 2008, Detective Obermeier was assigned as a detective and served as a member of the Narcotics SIU, before being assigned to the Criminal Investigation Unit in 2025. We are grateful for Detective Obermeier's dedicated service to the Gloucester Township Police Department and the community. We wish Detective Obermeier a long and happy retirement.
Bravo 144 to radio.
Bravo 144.
Thank you for the kind words, your professionalism, and always bringing us home safe. For all the men and women on the street, please stay safe and stay vigilant. Bravo 144 to radio.
Bravo 144.
Off duty.
Thank you for your service.